Let's get physical. It's Jordan here, back again with this week's update and all the physical releases coming to the Nintendo Switch the 11th of August until the 15th. Let's see what we've got this week. Toaplan Arcade Collections Volume 1 and 2 are releasing in Europe this week at retail. You may remember that limited run did pre-orders for North America. Who knows when they will be sent out? Anyways, these are two packages that I am very interested in playing because together, between them, you're getting 16 classic shooters, games that pretty much defined and molded the genre for years to come. Many of these games have appeared in other game collections over the years, such as Tiger Heli that had its own collection, Fire Shark and so on, but these are purely the arcade games and they are the essentials, so to speak. Pound for pound, some would argue that these are going to be the best shmup collections available on the Switch. It's just a shame the box art for both is terrible. I don't know if these were popular in America, but in the UK there was a CD music series called Now That's What I Call Music, and you can't tell me that this ain't Now That's What I Call Toaplan. It's also releasing on the PlayStation 5, and my executive producers, Dave Huswaite, no, Double Dave, Huswaite and Horworth, Big Bruno, Instacritic, Radio to Rancid, Josh Foot, Robotech, The Nemo 6, Ishin, and Punky Dooster have chosen this as their pick of the week. Slay the Princess Pristine Cut is releasing in North America this week. I believe Europe will have to wait another week to get their hands on it. Anyways, this is a highly rated visual novel, probably one of the highest rated Western VNs, and you know, the premise is set with the title. You have to go kill the princess, but there's way more to it than that, apparently. A fantastic piece of interactive storytelling, lots of story paths, consequences, fantastic hand-drawn art. Just the trailer alone may make it a tough sell, but I am reliably told it could be one of the best VNs you ever buy. The Pristine Cut comes with even more content too. There is a standard edition as well as a really expensive collector's edition which comes with a statue amongst many other stuff. It's also releasing on PlayStation 5. And my executive producers, Old Man Murphy, Wixit, Sora Cat, Nerdy Sean, Super Ben Julio, Ghost Bune, Jennifer M, Kevin W, Thorn Metal Luna, and God of Resin have chosen this as their pick of the week. And if you want it or any of the retail games in this video, of course, as always, please consider purchasing via the links in the description and the pinned comments. That massively helps support me and this series to keep producing useful physical content for you guys. There's lots of links down there, but VGP are the main supporter. They're a great company with cheap prices in Canadian buckage and free worldwide shipping on orders over 75 Canadian bucks, like 54 American dollars. Plus, each week, if you buy something, you are put into a draw to have a chance of winning a $10 discount coupon. And this week's winner is Adam S. Congratulations, Adam. You should get an email from VGP with your discount coupon. Thank you so much for your support. Iwakura Aria is another visual novel releasing physically this week. It is a new game from Majors, which is unusual for them. Usually it's a science adventure game or some anime tie-in, but this is a standalone story, and I will have a video for this, or maybe I've published it already. I don't know when I'm going to publish it because not many people are going to watch it, but it is a good, accessible visual novel. It's got a great art style. Despite it looking like House in Fata Morgana, do not expect that here. This is more of a character-driven story than a plot-driven one. Certainly not bad at all, and my executive producers, G Bautista 100 and Feig, have chosen this as their pick of the week. Elypse is releasing in North America this week. Maybe some stores have shifted their release date to a to be announced, but I don't know. It's already out in Europe. It came out last month, I believe, and this is a 2D action platformer, fast-paced, darting around like you've just done a line of Charlie. Not my kind of thing. I prefer, you know, just walking, but reviews are pretty decent for this. It's been compared to Celeste with just a bit more action to it. Can be tough at times, and checkpoints aren't exactly numerous, so it's one to buy if you like to overcome a challenge. It'll also be on PlayStation 5. 100 in 1 game collection is releasing in North America this week. This is already out in Europe, and it's hard to say no to 100 games in one package, but they'll all basically be mini-games, and supposedly you need to play through them in order to unlock them. That's what a review says anyway, and let's face it, it's gonna be a bit bobbins. And probably some repeated games from the 30 games in one collection and the 60 games in one collection. I'm just wondering what's next. We're up to 100. Is it gonna be 150? 200? Where will it end? Touhou Lunar Nights 5-year anniversary edition is probably named thanks to the fact it seems to have taken 5 years for this bloody North American release to come out. I can't believe it's taken this long to get Big Hand Lady on North American shores since it was announced. Like, it was announced ages ago. And I still can't get over that artwork. It's like she's about to slam dunk a basketball. This game has been out in Japan physically for a decent while. Europe was not so long ago either. This is a great, gorgeous little Metroidvania by Team Ladybug. If you don't own it already, it could be worth a pickup. There's a standard edition as well as a collector's edition, and my executive producers, Kava Clavacol, Jetta Crow, Adamantium, Jake Vav, D's Nuts, and Michael Del Polito have chosen this as their pick of the week. Now, there are no low-print limited pre-orders this week. That's a bit unusual, but you know, Limited Run are trying to get all attention on their Shantae game, so I understand. So let's go into the imports. There's only one this week, and if you want it, you can use my Play Asia code, Jordan2025, to get 5% off. Azura's Crystal is maybe releasing in Asia this week after it was suddenly delayed. A bit of a mysterious game, almost no reviews, no opinions about it. It looks like a 3D platformer collectathon thing, but I don't really know. Somehow the publisher is doing nothing to promote this game. It's got like a movie-style teaser trailer, which is what I'm showing you now, but nothing about the actual game. It makes no sense, so I'm kind of intrigued about it, and this Asian release does have English, and my executive producers Cookie Kid and Cartoon Soren have chosen this as their pick of the week. Okay, this is not releasing this week, but I do need to give a small update about Cotton Reboot High Tension, which released a couple of weeks back in Japan. The Japanese eShop said it had English, so that is what I promoted in my videos. However, it turns out the game only has partial English. The menus and stuff are in English, but the story segments are not. It is a shmup, so it's entirely playable and enjoyable without it, but you are missing a small part of it. And I thought I would update you guys, and special thanks to my man in Japan, Vei, for checking this out and providing the photos for you guys. And also, I do apologize to anyone who I potentially misled with that information. I do try my best not to give false information, but I can only use the information that's given to me. Sorry. And as an aside, if you're new here, or maybe you're not the kind to normally do so, please do subscribe. I would love that. And also, the bigger this channel is, the more publishers will pay attention to the demand for physical media. I'm almost at 30,000 subscribers, okay? I've got a couple of months left before the end of the year. I don't know how. Okay, it's 4 months, but you know what I mean. Subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, the community spotlight. Ashura G sent in this photo, getting in a triple helping of super rare. Interesting that 2 of these titles also got earlier Asian releases. I wonder if that's affected their sales. Maybe not actually. I think most people know that these will be more sought after in the future. Bill R got in a couple of cultured titles from Play Asia, 4 games, 2 cartridges, Infinite Camel Toes. Burning Kitsune Mask got in 4 Nintendo titles, some of the B-Team releases that really help fill out the library with good games. Maybe not console sellers, but really help justify the purchase of a Switch. Executive producer Cartoon Soren sent in these 3 games. I made a video about Medical Examination Diary, and you know, I did sell about 20 copies of it, which was very, very nice. That's a big return for me and this channel, but I mainly made it because I thought I could write something funny. And at one point I used to try and make these videos as funny as possible because I enjoyed writing comedy stuff, and I thought people would subscribe to Switch Watch. But I think it had the opposite effect, and I think it killed the channel, with most people not realizing I'm extremely dry, like your mom. Serial Killer sent in this photo. I mean, there's showing your support, and then there is this. Good on you. I wish I had the money to do that for Suikoden. Dat Man sent in this photo with blood from Super Rare Games. I feel like I've been transported back 20 years when everyone used to call me Blood on the streets, and then I would awkwardly smile and say thank you before walking a bit faster. Devil Angel sent in this photo picking up East Origin. I do want to keep playing more East games, but I've got so many projects that I need to do first. Doki sent in this photo completing their Little Bronx collection. Did I mention that I got the triple pack collector's edition too? I can't remember, but it's pretty nice. However, I do think the metal tank is a bit naff. It's like it's melting or something, but it's still a nice package overall. Illogical sent in this photo with the Neo Geo Pocket selections. Where's Volume 3? Like, if they can do the arcade releases up to 8 so far, why can't they do more of this? I want more of this. The executive producer, Kevin W., sent in this photo, one of the first to show off NEP Rebirth 1, the standard edition. I think it's because most people got the limited edition, which I think they're starting to send out today. Kresolak sent in this photo with Tales of the Shire. Speaking of humor, when I put the title up for this in this video series like last week, I wrote Tales of the Shite, a Lord of the Bum Rings game, and people still asked me if I was joking. McLaren sent in this photo with 3 collector's editions from Japan. Now I can see why that Steel Empire one was so ridiculously expensive compared to the standard edition. That is a chunky boy with some nice artwork. Miami Heat Fan 2003 sent in this photo with the special edition of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I am so massively surprised that Nintendo don't offer more collector's editions with their games. It's like an easy bit of extra profit for them. Like, they don't need to be like $250 limited run style nonsense, but you know, a shiny big box can go a long way. You know, stick $20 on top of the price, people will lap it up. Executive producer Radio to Rancid sent in this photo picking up Sonic and Shadow Generations. Is the Shadow campaign actually worth it, or does it feel like a cheap tack-on in order to resell the game at full price again? I don't know, let me know. Rainbow Pickle Gaming. Usually any picture with no Switch games goes instantly into the roundup, but there's no roundup this week, so here it is. Nice games. Probably. Remy X sent in this photo with Pac-Man World Repack, maybe in time to get hyped about the sequel that's coming this year. Solid platformer from what I remember back in the day. I never had it myself on PlayStation 1, but either my friend or my cousin did. Robin H sent in this photo with the Karate Kid Street Rumble. I swear Game Mill could do with just rebranding their company, because I see that name and I see that logo and I'm thinking of LJN by this point. Shadow 007 sent in this photo with the collector's edition of Symphonic Rain, which looks like it comes with 2 bloody novels. Jesus, we're gamers. We can't read that much. We can barely manage art books. Steel Door got in this wealth of excellent imports. Not all of them exclusive, but there's some top-notch stuff in here. 3 Kingdoms 8, lovely. Chocobo Mystery Dungeon, I like your taste. Executive producer Super Ben Julio sent in this photo with a couple of pickups. I never did get the Yu-Gi-Oh collection, even though I will do someday, but I swear they bumped up the price before release. Twig E sent in this photo with no Switch stuff, but it's nice to see GT64. I rented that as a kid and I was blown away by the car models. Game wasn't too good though overall. Executive producer Vei, my man in Japan, sent in this photo picking up the Corpse Party Tetralogy pack. I'm staggered that Play Asia have sold out and they say the game is out of stock or out of print, because I swear loads of you pre-ordered it, but I only got like 15 sales credited, which I thought was a bit low. I mean, it's good, but quite low compared to the sheer amount of interest there was in it and how many clicks I got. Did any of you get your Corpse Party order cancelled or anything like that? Please let me know if you did, because I am a little bit paranoid about that. Alright, this would be where we'd have a roundup, but there's no roundup this week because that was every photo sent to me. Nice and short, I like it. Alright, special thanks as always to my executive producers, Dane Wilkinson, God of Resin, Brent McLean, Alexander Cato, JCross7776, Punky Dewstar, Cartoon Soren, Robotech, Thorn Metal Luna, Vey, Instacritic, Precision Plague, Alex M, Feig, Josh Foot, Ishin, Lewis K, Kevin W, Jennifer M, Super Ben Julio, Double Dave, Husway and Horworth, Wixit, Sora Cat, The Nemo 6, Ghost Bune, G Bautista 100, Rose, Adamantium, Azurath, Jake Vav, D's Nuts, Jetta Crow, Brotorius, Surfacing for Air, Justin PDC, Vast Neon, Cookie Kid, Radio to Rancid, Danielle O, Switch Effect, Old Man Murphy, Cava Clavacol, Nerdy Sean, Ligma, Michael Del Polito, and Big Bruno. Thank you for your support, plus you watching right now. If you watched all the way through, please leave me a princess emoji in honor of the princess that you're going to slay, or at least you're being told to slay. Will you do it? Who knows? Go watch some of my other stuff. I've got loads of videos for you guys, as always. Please go check them out. Thank you, and I love you. Take care.